It's an interesting thing when a friend of yours who seems like they're always happy or content with the world suddenly comes out as being very sad or depressed or upset about something. Or maybe it's just an incident, maybe it's just their outlook on life. But it really takes you by surprise. I mean, you think that you can just identify people by the way they behave. Like if they're generally a happy, friendly person, or if they're generally a down, low key, not fun person. But people are really good at putting masks up for themselves because people are social creatures. We want to look like we belong, and we want people to care about us. So we do whatever it takes to fit in. And that's what they do, I think. They want to feel like they belong and they're not freaks. And we don't view expressing emotions openly in culture to be a good thing. Like, you have to be a robot drone. Don't let anybody know who you really are, just put on the nice face. And people are good at that. They hide what's really going on inside. And it's hard because I'm opposed to that. I'm opposed to the idea that we shouldn't be exposing our emotions. And I'm always saying, like, if someone has a problem, they can come to me. But this was a very odd incident because this person was clearly upset and I had no idea what to do. I think it's part of my mentality that you have to do something to help. I think that the majority of the time there's not much that you can actually do to cause change. All you can do is give support, like say, I care about you and I'm there for you. But I don't know. I know that that's all that most people can do, but I feel like the person who's in this negative situation almost expects more from you than that. Like, subliminally, they want you to actually fix their problems. And I feel like most people want to actually solve the problems if they're going to get involved in the first place, but they don't know how to do it. So it creates this weird thing where you want to do something, but you don't know how to do it. And the only thing you can do, you don't know if you want to do that or if that's even what they want you to do. It's a very odd situation. It's like they're struggling, expecting more to happen. Like, I heard that you're not supposed to save someone who's drowning unless you're a trained lifeguard. Because the subliminal reaction for people who are drowning in a pool is to, like, cling to your body, like, help me, help me. There's a specific way you're supposed to grab the drowning person. You don't let them grab your body, because what happens? They drag you down to the bottom with you, and now you're both drowning to death. And that's obviously very bad. It's like they can't just sit there and let the help come to them because it's not an irrational response. We want people to be helping us. We're social creatures. We want that. But I don't know. That's just not the way that people work sometimes. And it puts you in an awkward situation. It's like I feel like I'm empathetic towards this person and I want to help them. But I don't know if there's anything I can do. Besides, even just being there for them, I'm a very awkward and antisocial person. So I feel like they know plenty of people who are better at that than I am. And I've even seen that. People who can maybe joke around with them or compliment them or something, and it boosts their self-esteem or it boosts their mood or emotions for the moment. I don't know. It's an awkward situation. It's like, what can I do for these people if I do anything at all? Because I know that that's a scary thought, doing anything at all. Because then they have complications and you're throwing yourself in the middle of that. Then again, that happens whenever you get into any interaction that's meaningful with someone. You're throwing yourself into the mix with other people's issues. They got stuff going on in their life, and now that you're part of their life, you're involved with that. It's so weird, though. It's like all of these things, all of these social constructs and mentalities that we have push us to be apathetic because it's so much more easy to do. It's so much easier to not have to deal with the problems of individuals. But if you don't want to do that and you want to actually help, it's like, what do I do? It's like a lost art, but I don't even know if it existed in the first place. I don't know if it's something that people even regularly did all the time. In a way, I just feel like people aren't meant to do that. Like, we're just sort of meant to be strong on the inside and find our place. And if we don't, then we get depressed, we don't go out anymore, and then you just sort of die off naturally because there must have been something wrong with you. I feel like if you want to go against that, though, and you want to be meaningful, it's confusing how you can do it. I mean, obviously you can be there for them, or you can give them resources to find out their problems if they're really depressed or suicidal or something, but besides that, how much can you do? How much of a hero can you be in their life? It's just so upsetting. It feels like there's not enough that people can do. And I wish that there was, but it's not about what you want. It's about realistically looking at the situation and seeing what's the best outcome. And sometimes the best outcome means you doing not much or nothing at all, and it really hurts. But I don't know. I don't want to just make myself feel important. I want to make a difference. And if that's all I can do, just be there, then I guess that's what I got to do. It really sucks, though. It makes me feel kind of crappy, to be honest. But if it's for the greater good, I guess it's what has to happen, right? Let them figure out what's going on and be there as a last resort, but not necessarily trying to control it because you can just make it worse. And that's something I'm afraid of. So just take life one day at a time, I guess.